What the fact that you guys already have an identity, your identity. How does that help in overcoming and fighting adversity?
Our guys have a very clear picture on who we are as a group, as a team, what we need to do when we take the court, what winning looks like for us, and what that needs to be offensively, defensively, and then the togetherness they have. So those are things that we don't take for granted. We want to make sure that we work every single day to continue to develop all those aspects, but it's a good spot to be in because our guys should be confident in the work they've done, confident in their togetherness, and now we just have to go out and play.
The offensive struggles lately, are they a function of who you play? Because most of those teams are top 20 defenses, but wear and tear of an 18-game Big 12 season, or what's been going on lately, I guess?
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of factors. I think as the season wears on and it's just game after game after game, you don't have the same opportunity to get to practice. So you're just, you're always walking that line of trying to have healthy bodies and then also, getting better in certain areas. You're playing against some of the best defenses in the country, so there's a mental effect that goes into it as well. I think people experience that same thing when they play us, and so I think that's certainly a factor. Being fresh is part of it too. Having your legs feel 100% and getting back to that. And, we've had a few more days off and opportunity there. So, and then I think just clearly defining offensively what it looks like when we're at our best. So I know that anybody can just look at some numbers and say, well, Ken Palm said a month ago your offense was this and now your offense is that. Like, I get it. At the same time, in league play, when you're playing other really good defenses, the true objective is to find a way to win. And we've done that most nights, and now we need to just continue to focus on when we've been at our best. What does that look like? And then recreate that to the best of our ability.
What is that then?
Probably ball movement, more screening, everybody having ownership in the offense, being better on the offensive boards. I think that's something we haven't been as good lately. But I think the screening is probably the biggest thing, because when we're getting great screening from our frontline guys, they have greater involvement. We're able to find them on pocket passes, rolls. They're better offensive rebounding position, and it doesn't put quite as much pressure on guys like Taman and Keyshawn to make as many plays. So better ball movement, certainly a byproduct of that as well. And so those are some of the dynamics that we feel like continuing to lean into that are going to be important.
How valuable has it been in terms of freshness to go from a Saturday afternoon game to a Thursday night game, just in your guys, getting back a little bit in their habits, routine, and also just a little bit, heal some nicks and scrapes and bruises?
Yeah, it's important on both fronts. I think the mental part and the physical part come into play. I've felt like since our game with Houston, when we were at Houston, that game took a lot out of us. It was a high level game and very taxing, and just felt like since then we've been trying to find that the happy medium of the right amount of rest, the right amount of practice, and how do we go about doing that collectively and individually. So this has given us the opportunity, when you don't have a game coming at you as fast, to get 2 days in a row of rest where your guys are allowed their body to recover, and then there's the mental freshness that comes from that as well.
How do you handle scouts for the Big 12 tournament? Future opponents, or you just kind of rely on what you did previously in the season?
Yeah, for us overall, we're still more 90-10. It's 90% of what we do and how we do it, and believing in if we play well and do what we do, we'll be at our best. But we respect all our opponents. Again, with the game that could come at us, either team that we could play, we've had success against both, and there's been things they've done that has worked against us. So I think, like any coach or program's going to do, you're going to evaluate what worked well, what didn't, and then try to figure out some things that you can do to be successful moving forward. On quick turnarounds like this, that's very limited amount of information. You're going in wanting to play at your best, because until 8 or later tonight, we're not going to know who we play, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time worrying about it.
How many films, how much tape would you have? Maybe you don't have to do that anymore. No, I don't know. On potential NCAA opponents? Maybe that's old.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you're saying on Sunday night once
Yeah.
we find it. Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you have a stockpile of all that stuff?
Randy doesn't have synergy.
oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
go
no,
back
we
to the
have
old
we have
days.
these things called beta,
Yeah, okay.
and then VHS tapes.
I got you.
And I have a double deck thing.
I got you. Okay.
No, but
No, I got you. That was dumb. I forgot. I didn't even think of
no. There's
And I knew that.
yeah, no, we'll have all
Yeah.
whenever we get the announcement, probably shortly after
Yeah.
we'll have as much film as we need on whoever we play.
apologize for that.
No, you're good.
It's not a perfect analogy because you could obviously play both K-State and Texas, but is it a good rep for the guys to get a scouting report on a quick turnaround for the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think our messaging to our guys more than anything is, let's be who we can be. Let's be best version of ourselves. Let's have all 5 guys involved offensively, defensively. So certainly there's parallels that we'll experience here that hopefully similar parallels that we'll experience if you're able to move forward in each setting. So it can definitely benefit you that way. And I do believe that for us, our messaging is far more rooted in let's worry about what we can do. And not that we don't respect everybody, but just probably less about who we play and us doing what we do.
You said after the K-State game that you wanted to be hard on your team for the way they played on the Saturday. How do you feel like they've maybe responded to that in the last few days?
Yeah, they've been good. I mean, I don't know, like being hard on them isn't necessarily like yelling and screaming and calling them names. It's more just understanding that this is what we do to play well. So let's just do that. And let's keep focused on doing that. I felt like on Saturday we're up 18-10 and we just lost some focus. We took some fast shots. We weren't doing a good enough job sharing the ball. We put our defense in some tough spots. So to me, more than anything, it's demanding that we be the team that we were for the better part of those 31 games, which, really proud of. And our guys need to continue to lean into that and be that group.
How's the variant?
Yeah, it's day to day right now. Again, over my head in terms of how that gets evaluated. We'll be prepared either way, but I guess it's something we'll learn more tomorrow, to be honest.
Has he practiced?
He's not been able to do contact things in practice. He's been doing some stuff on the side with Vic and our training staff in terms of like running and whatever the concussion protocol things are. So that was where he was at today.